It literally is. And we are live, man. What's up, y'all? We back again, man. Man Down Sports, man. Another full panel Friday, man. Me, your boy Chris, Jay, E, Zoe. We're short one. He might be in here later, but whatever the case, we got four squares and we got a full show for y'all. Nice lineup, as you can see on the rundown, man. We got a good show in store. But first things first, man, please, let's come in, like, subscribe, share, man. Hit that doorbell, hit that button when you come in, man. And we got a good show, man. We're gonna get going. But first things first, man. Shout out to our sponsor for this show, Underdog Fantasy.
Underdog Fantasy is the best place to play fantasy sports. I want to tell you about the easiest way to get in on some NBA action with Underdog Fantasy and their pick'em game. Just find your favorite player, or any player for that matter, pick higher or lower on that player's stats, and you can win up to 20 times your money in one night. Pick between 2 or 5 players to fill your pick'em entry. Get every pick right, and you can net yourself some serious cash. Use the promo code ManDownSports, and you can get your deposit doubled up to $100. You got to check on the map to make sure your state is eligible to play Underdog Fantasy. But as soon as you do, and if your state is, go ahead and download Underdog Fantasy's app. Use the promo code ManDownSports, and you can, like I said, you can get that $100 match on your first deposit. And I would want to thank Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring Man Down Sports.
Shout out to our man Mel for the promo, man. Hey, like I said, we got a nice show, man. A lot to talk about. Team USA, the playoffs in the NBA is literally here. We got the last playing games tonight, and then the playoffs actually start tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So, but first things first, man. We got a couple of news topics, man. So, what we got today?
For sure. Let's start off with the obvious thing in the room. The WNBA draft was a couple of nights ago, and like everybody knew already, and like we talked about, Caitlin Clark, definitely. Caitlin Clark.
That's the right Caitlin. You got the right one.
The right Caitlin.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark definitely, as everybody knew, went number 1 overall, as expected, to the Indiana Fever. They were already selling tickets before she even got drafted, so we all knew. Did y'all see any surprises or anything like that when it came to the draft? Did y'all see anything worth noting or talking about?
I mean, everybody kind of fell where I figured they was going to fall. I kind of figured Chicago would take both Cardoso and Angel Reese, which I think is just going to be a problem.
Big. That's big.
Especially if you start both of them, like a twin tower setup, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And it's going to be crazy. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But I think everything, Caitlin Clark had a teammate drafted as well. She wasn't even expecting to get drafted. She was there to support Caitlin, and she got drafted as well. So that was, because I wasn't expecting nobody else with an Iowa college background getting drafted. So shout out to her. So
I don't know Kate Martin. I just looked it up.
Yeah,
Kate Martin.
Kate Martin is a bucket too.
Yeah, she can shoot that thing.
Where'd she go? Does anybody know where she went?
To the WNBA.
Hey, that's a step up because we wasn't even saying that a couple years ago.
Exactly.
We wasn't even talking about WNBA draft.
Yes.
Don't go play in Russia. I can tell you that.
Please,
might not come back.
Please. And if you do, just make sure you know the laws. That's neither here nor there. But some of the stuff I've been seeing, they've the Caitlin Clark effect is crazy.
Man, it is definitely interesting. I think Diana Taurasi had something to say one time before when she was talking about rookies hitting that curve and how it's going to be different, which I expect it to be an adjustment period for all of them, no matter how great they are. But Diana Taurasi is old. So she might not be the one that need to be talking. Caitlin, get out there and make her look crazy. Now they gonna put it on sports
ass down real quick.
But yeah, hey, man,
look,
what's up, bro?
If Caitlin Clark called her young fella, hey, I think no one expects Caitlin Clark to come in and light it up like she did in college.
Yeah.
It'll be a growing process. I think her passing ability, it will be her best ability that allows her to see the court often and early. But I do think that it's bringing eyes to the league. This draft class is definitely doing that, and they're projecting next year's draft class to be as loaded as this one. So we'll see, man. I'm not gonna lie. Almost nothing has to be on in order for me to
still tune
watch
in.
a full game.
Yeah,
I could do the highlights and stuff, but it's hard for me to watch a full game of any basketball that I'm not involved in personally.
Yeah,
understandable.
That's understandable, and it's the same with me. Like it's tough. It's tough for me to watch sometimes even full NBA games, especially the game that's being played. The quality of game that's being played nowadays. It's tough, so I can definitely get if you're not accustomed to it. But what I will say is that I'll be watching more this year and probably going forward WNBA than I have ever. That's a fact.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I do think it's kind of crazy. I do think it's kind of crazy that their season is going to kind of coincide with the Olympics too. So they're going to kind of unfortunately have to kind of because their season is in the summer, right?
Summer league, yeah.
So they're going to be kind of fighting with the Olympics as well. I mean, I think they still going to do better numbers than what they've done
They're going to
recently.
take the break. They're going to take the break because they send a team over there too.
Oh, you know what? That's right. They do send the women.
Clark went to Indiana, y'all. She went to Indiana.
Yeah, no, we know where she went. The question was, where did her teammate go?
Yeah. No, we knew where she went. Speaking of Olympics, though, do y'all think that they put Caitlin on the Team USA?
So speaking of Caitlin Clark, my bad.
Lisa Leslie said yes. Lisa Leslie said that there's no. She's instant money. You got to put her on the team. She's capable and quality enough player to be there. Let's see. Why are the WNBA greats trashing and bashing Clark? That's what happens when the media bestows a label of greatness on you when you hadn't done it at that level yet. The people who are there, who are there and been there and fought that fight, say, "Hey man, don't crown them yet." That's what happened to LeBron, and that hate stuck around.
Yeah, it's around 20 years later.
Yeah,
20 years. It's still there. It's definitely still there.
Yeah, even though he's one of the greats.
Especially when they're talking about her getting the shoe deal already, and she ain't even played a minute of WNBA ball. But you got somebody like Asia Wilson with a resume, and she don't got nothing even sniffing the shoe deal yet. So it's just like,
y'all know better than that, bro. Y'all know, y'all know what sells, and that sells. And y'all know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm, it does.
What looking like Shawn Michaels?
Hey, in the news.
What's that?
What's the news, though? He ain't getting us kicked.
We are 7 minutes in, 8 minutes in. Stop.
God damn, Jay. So what's next?
The other news, well, we're gonna stick the ball, but we're gonna go on the money side of basketball. Jontay Porter, Mel already did some reports on this, receives a lifetime ban. A lifetime ban. It completely, this man will never play in the NBA again. For betting on sports games, some games that he was involved in. I think Chris got some numbers for us on how much he bet and how much his NBA salary was.
Yeah, I seen that his career earnings was around like 2.1 million. I think this is like his second year. So 2.1 million over 2 years of professional ball, and his professional gambling winnings was only $21,000, and he bet 15 grand of that. So I think, man, you talk about
money.
You talk about playing to lose.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a true lifetime ban. I know what they said.
Ask Pete Rose if it's true.
Ask OJ Mayo.
Nah, listen. I believe that they're gonna make him a martyr of sorts for it, and then once they get a handle on the sports betting and prop betting and everything, and they'll make him appeal to reappeal to get back in the league. But by that time, no one's gonna want him, so he won't have the lifetime ban anymore. But he shot his last shot in the NBA. Either way, but I don't think it'll be.
Sounds like lifetime to me.
Yeah.
That man better learn his Chinese.
Yeah, he better get over there to the Shanghai Sharks or whoever else it is over the Chinese league. But no question: is he okay, he is the scapegoat for this. But how many of y'all feel like a lot of these dudes been doing this and just ain't got caught yet?
I feel like it's a higher number than what we think it is.
I just think that anytime there's a rule in place to not do something, someone's gonna try it. You know what I mean? No matter I don't obviously it wasn't a money bet. It was about the thrill of the bet. It was about the thrill of winning. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
just to try it, just to do it.
Yeah, but I think people are doing it, but I don't think any Impact players are doing that.
I'm with you, Jack, because y'all was in the military. Y'all know how many times they be like, these places are on restriction. Do not go to these places. That's the first place that you go.
And guess who was there with you?
Where I'm going.
Guess who was there with you? The motherfucker that said don't go there.
Absolutely. You ain't seen me and I ain't seen you.
keep it pushing. But I think there's some things that need to be cleared up with this sports betting conundrum, because it seems like there's a lot of gray areas. You see football players get caught. I mean, obviously, don't bet on yourself on the games. Don't bet your overs or unders. You know what I'm saying? None of that. Don't bet on your team, right? But I feel like you should be able.
I think they're not allowed to bet, period, during their season on their sport. I know NFL players aren't allowed to bet, period. I think
no, NFL players can't. You're not allowed to bet at any of your facilities, but you can still bet. That was so. Remember, Jameson Williams got caught up last year
because I watch your boys. I watch. Shout out to the Kelseys, and even when they have a sponsor who's a little different than ours, so I won't mention them by name, but even when they do their read for their sponsor, their intern comes on and gives you some advice. And those boys actually take their headphones off and go out the room, so they can't even hear the advice because they don't want to get in trouble.
Wow.
Like I said, you see gray areas. Go ahead, Zo.
It's definitely some gray areas because I want to know. Well, Calvin Ridley was kind of stupid. His screen name on his
my screen name is Bet It All.
His screen name was C Ridley 18, and his jersey number was 18. When he was with the Falcons, and he bet on our games, which was crazy. Which is even crazier is this is back after Matt Ryan left, and he was betting with us to win. Like, I don't even
so he's not good at betting. So C really didn't want to win money.
I think that's why he got such a long ban, because it was like, not only are you betting, but you betting stupid. Get him out. Get him out of here.
I think Louisiana, it might have been Louisiana or Mississippi, one of those real southern states, has just come out with a law or rule that limits the prop betting on college games, because the college players were getting threats because they didn't cover the spread, or they didn't do something, or they messed up somebody's 7-leg parlay or whatever. So now on all the college sports, you know, the internet thugs, right? The internet trolls or whatever, DMing somebody, man, you ain't scored a 7.5 points. I need you to score, man. You lost me $1.5 million. I'm gonna give you. So now it's illegal. Once they learn how to, like, making sports betting legal nationally, you know, it's a multi-billion-dollar business, and I get it, but it makes every sport league now more susceptible to corruption. And we know you like to say that you don't believe in conspiracy theories, but hey, you know that money talk, and you know people. Hey, it's Blue Chips all over again. If y'all old enough to have watched that movie,
I will say people can be corrupted by money, but I don't think it's a big hot pie in the sky. I think people, just human instinct, people can be corrupted by money. If you ain't making no money in school or college or whatever you're doing, or if you're an NBA player and you're on the bottom of the bench, and I say, hey man, look, I need you to miss the next 6 shots, and I'm gonna give you $300,000. You might take that.
And also, man, real quick, man. I want to give a shout out to all our moderators in the chat, man. And y'all make it easy for us to do what we do because y'all keep that on lock, man. We really appreciate it.
100%, man. We appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you. Liquid Swords, DC Slim. I seen them in here. I seen Roland Curtis, of course, telling y'all to hit that like button and please do so.
Only the leagues can be corrupt, not the players. I'm not sure about that. Corrupt players can corrupt the league.
Exactly. Exactly. Can't have one without the other.
Yeah, I think it works hand in hand because money is moving.
You got drugs and you got drug addicts, so you can't have one without the other.
You on point with the analogies today, E.
You got the analogies today. You got them.
I'm trying, man.
All right, and lastly for our news, fellas, I'm gonna go and talk about this Team USA roster. All right, Team USA announced their 12 athletes that they intend on. The first 12 athletes. At first, it was led by Kevin Durant, LeBron James, of course. Other names: Bam Adebayo, Devin Booker, Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, Anthony Edwards, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Halliburton, Drew Holiday, Kawhi Leonard, and Jason Tatum. Those are the guys that are going to make it. And one of those names to me is not like the other.
It's a couple of them, but I know there's one that's completely mismatched.
I don't want to sound like no hater, but Tyrese Halliburton, he had a great first half of the season, but the guys that he's up there with, like, his name don't fit. It to me, they could have put. I got some other names in my.
Honestly, come on, Zoe. You know you let your little cousin, that little cousin, really can't play. You're gonna pick you up, man.
But you know what? If that was the case, man, then Halliburton would have been the last name selected. Halliburton was well selected into the in the team process.
Wow,
I have a perfect analogy for Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, we got the analogies today. Y'all on point. Let's do it.
He is this team's Christian Laettner.
Not Christian Laettner, dog.
Yeah, that might be. I
don't know. When you think about the rest of this team, like everybody else's name fits.
People remember the Dream Team, but there was two European-born players, European descendants. Yeah. It was Larry Bird and Christian Laettner, and no one remembers Christian Laettner was on the Dream Team.
Yeah, because he wasn't supposed to be. I mean, he was up there with Bird, Magic, Stockton.
And he was fresh out of college. Like, he hadn't played one NBA game yet.
Hey, he was at the back. He was crazy. At the Dream Team. He was so far in the dream that you didn't even dream about him.
Yeah, he was in that REM sleep. That he was
a real part. What you don't remember, like, damn.
Hey, Mel is with us in spirit. But he ain't died nothing like that, man.
I'm about to
yeah.
I say, God damn, Jay.
He had some personal business to handle.
Yeah, he's good though.
Hey, DC Slim said they're gonna get
Brian. Come on. Now you listen, this team is going no less than undefeated.
Yeah. I just want to know what LeBron James did to DC Slim. That's all I want to know. Did y'all used to go to the same school? The same baby mom, like something.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, yeah, you might be right. Laettner had the best summer vacation. Hey, Mom, I'm going to play with the big boys.
And that man ain't got nothing but good stories about that summer.
Nothing but good stories. But he was the towel boy while he was there. Let's believe back then.
They over there like, everybody got water. Everybody got water. Everybody got water.
Listen, if Tom Thibodeau was the Team USA coach back then, that'd have been the part of the bench that he wouldn't even have to put the jersey on underneath the track clothes with. He'd have been down there at the end, just holding the bench down to the hardwood.
Just keep them shooting pants on. You ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah, being the best college player, it still don't mean you're supposed to be with those legends. Especially knowing that Zeke didn't make the team. Like,
facts.
Zeke's resume was way better than what Laettner's resume could have been.
And I'm glad you brought up resumes, because we got a guy who I think resume is better than a couple of people that got named to Team USA, and Kyrie Irving. And Kyrie Irving actually has something to say about being left off the Team USA roster this year.
Yeah, he did.
I wish my brothers well, and I just didn't fit into this team, and I think the deliberation process was a tough one. But again, I have nothing but respect for those guys over at USAB. At this point in my career, I think my focus should be on winning the championship, and in the summertime, just going to support those guys when I get a chance. But yeah, I grew up in a time too. I wanted to say this. I grew up in a time too where we actually had to try out for USAB, and we did meet up as a group and as peers, and there was a mutual respect that we earned from one another and trying out and then seeing what five meshed well. So I think obviously the timing's a little bit different. But yeah, I kind of miss those days of just being able to get everybody together, break bread, and then compete against one another. And then the deliberation process happens at the end of like the 4 days or 5 day process, even though people know who's going to be on the team. You know what I'm saying? So I miss that fun part of it, of just getting together. But I wish my brothers well.
I'll let you guys unpack that. What you guys think?
How in the world did they get Halliburton and not Kyrie?
All I'm gonna say is when they lose a game because of subpar guard play, we'll know why.
Yeah, I mean, like it's just.
The list of names is who's who, but hey man, look, that's also the part of their summer break, man. Curry will be cool because he ain't got the playoffs to worry about this year. Mm-hmm. That's a whole different story we'll talk about later. But
yeah, he should be great.
He gonna have to run the point and be the best shooter.
Oh, yeah. He is the best shooter. He gonna be the best shooter.
He'll be the best shooter for sure, but I don't think there's such a disparity in shooting on that team.
I mean, you got KD, of course. Jason Tatum can shoot. Everybody,
Devin Booker
can shoot.
What kind of listen? They built this team with a whole lot of ISO players.
Do you think they're running any plays? Can you run? They're not running. No, this is pickup basketball. It's Rucker Park.
Listen.
You better be careful doing that, though.
In international play, you better run some plays because those guys have been playing together for years. They've grown together. They're a team. You can't a team of talented individuals will never beat a team of talented a talented team. Let me say that again a little clearer this time. A team of talented individuals will never be a talented team.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
That's exactly. True. And where this can be clearly shown is the Kansas City Chiefs.
Preach.
Gosh.
Preach.
How do you even find a plug in that, bro?
They will find it. Him and Jay both.
Hey, I just wanted to point that out. I'll let it go.
Whole different sport, man.
Yeah,
I'll let it go. I just wanted to point that out.
I'll point it out for them next time. The Kansas City Chiefs, they are the defending champions, reigning defending champions.
Two times.
I knew it was coming. So.
Yeah, they weren't going to let me. But yeah,
so childish, man.
Nah, man. Yeah, I just think that first of all, Kyrie handled that question like a true professional, and I don't think we
masterfully
nothing less of Kyrie at this point. He know how to speak well. But yeah, that's crazy.
He's been suspended enough. He learned.
Yeah,
he ain't like Draymond. He ain't like Draymond. He learned.
Well, speaking of Draymond, I think we can go on to possibly talking about these Warriors and this NBA play-in. How y'all feel about it?
Hey man,
bound to happen.
Listen, man,
I haven't been speaking on this for the past year and a half.
The writing has been so far on the wall, bro.
They don't need it on the wall no more. I don't know how many times and how many ways does one have to say your last championship with these guys was the last one you'll ever get with these guys.
Yeah. I don't know. Like they barely got
we're at a point now where in the last 4 or 5 seasons, you've missed the playoffs multiple times.
The writing's on the wall, bro.
Dynasties don't do that. That's the death of a dynasty. In fact,
yeah, that's the end of it. The dynasty is then over, right? That's what I think, and that's what I think we all think, right?
Yeah, dynasties you know what you're talking about, Jay, because you know about dynasties. Go ahead.
Yeah. I've seen a few, you know. But, I promise you, if a dynasty that I know of was to miss the playoffs 2 times in 3 years, you get put out in the first round that the year that they made it, you go somewhere else. I mean,
they got put out the second round.
You don't try to run it back.
They got put out the second round. They beat the Kings in the first round in 7 last year.
They shouldn't have though.
Listen,
they shouldn't have.
They beat. No, the referees beat the Kings the first.
They wanted to make it a. I feel like it was a. It's hard to say passing of the torch because a passing of the torch means that the team receiving the torch wins, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't really like a passing of the torch series because Sacramento should have and would have won that series.
Well, he got a problem. It not only was it not a passing the torch situation, the Warriors didn't have the torch anymore. That torch gone. That torch been gone. They got a flicker.
Yeah,
so they got a Bic,
a little big lighter.
They got the Family Dollar 3-pack lighter. Between all 3 of them, it's only gonna light twice.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The Warriors, man. We knew that it was, and it was just like the old family dog that you don't want to put down, but you got to put down.
It's time.
Yeah, you got to take them behind the shed. And I think that playing game that they lost to the Kings was them getting taken behind the shed.
Well, I don't know though, because this is what Draymond had to say.
And by the way, to Steph's point, right after the game in the Kings locker room, I said, "I love you, bro." It's like I love you too. We ain't done. You right? Got it. Noted. Cool. We ain't. You right. So to think that, like, we've done these things, I love it, and we not done.
Steph is scared of that man. I'm not saying nothing to him that's gonna spark an argument. Me getting punched. I'm gonna tell him exactly what he want to hear,
bro. If you had a gorilla in your bedroom, you wouldn't be talking up so loud.
Say whatever he want to.
Yeah, we not had a gorilla in your face. You wouldn't be talking to. Hey, he seen what he did, to old boy.
Draymond
from this.
Draymond is really Bishop from Juice, dog.
Yeah,
that's Bishop.
That's Bishop.
Draymond needs to get a DNA test. Him and Glenn, the consultant, might have the same DNA because they live so much off of past success. Like that. That's got to be a family trait, bro. He keep talking about all the stuff we done. What have you done lately? What have you done lately?
Exactly. Like Janet said,
not win.
What have you done lately? I know he used to do shit for you, but what he done for you lately?
Yeah.
Man, it's almost embarrassing because it's like, you know, even if you're not a fan of the war, please no. I just caught that. No. We already won our lowest wins in franchise history. We'll go lower than that with that. So no, we're good.
Go ahead, Motel Chris.
No, respectfully, we're good on Draymond. We're good, and we don't want to pick up that contract either.
Oh man!
But even if you're not a fan of the Warriors, you can't help but kind of like just
I agree with DC.
Acknowledge
he ain't Bishop.
You can't help but acknowledge what the Warriors did. Their span of their dominance, right? And it's just like even if you're not a fan, you hate to see stuff like this happen because it's like people who still play the game that are past their prime, and it's like it's getting like Manny Pacquiao when we kind of knew Pacquiao was, you know, done, and you still getting in the ring and you still thinking you winning. That's exactly what this is kind of looking like.
You can't put it. No, I wouldn't use that analogy though, because Manny Pacquiao still is better than the average fighter right now. To be honest with you,
true. But if Pacquiao was to get in the ring with a formidable challenger, he'd probably lose.
Yeah, the Warriors can beat the Pistons.
100%.
They just can't. I get what I. So to your point,
both of your point actually.
Yeah. They're not that. The Warriors or Pacquiao can't play at the upper echelon anymore. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But you don't keep running. You don't run it back. to get worse every year. Like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't
That's
do
true
it.
because I wouldn't fight Pacquiao. I don't give a damn how, and I'm probably 100 pounds more than he is. I wouldn't fight Pacquiao. I don't give a damn what he said. But
Pacquiao not fighting Bud Crawford.
no, he ain't, I would shit. I definitely wouldn't fight him.
The Warriors is not standing toe to toe with the Nuggets or the Celtics or even OKC and Minnesota coming up. I don't see them hanging around too long with them. So it's just like, at what point do y'all like? Because I said as soon as they lost the playing, I was like, anybody whose name is not Curry that's on that team is not on that team.
Yeah, just you got to see what you can get.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. When Curry, I think Curry scored 22 points that game. Like if he's not on fire, they not on fire.
Yeah,
and I don't know what happened to Klay Thompson.
They should have kept him in his role as coming off the bench because him starting was not it.
They shouldn't have got rid of what's my man name? What's my man? They shouldn't have got rid of Poole.
Yeah, definitely. That was the beginning of the end for me because he was so pivotal in a championship run that it.
Chris, why you do that?
Chris, do that.
I didn't do none of that. I didn't touch nothing.
See,
that was all right. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
Yeah, it just did a little musical chairs. That's all. But that was pivotal for Jordan Poole in that he was pivotal in that championship run. I don't think they win that ring without him. Honestly, I don't think they win it because they look like the ones who lost in the second round last year. But somebody in the comments said Curry regressed. Do we think that he's on the downside? I think he's on the downside, but is he where he can't be on a championship team?
I'm not gonna say that, bro. Curry's still he's still that guy, but he needs help.
Yeah. I wouldn't say so far. Like everybody ends up. Oh my bad. Go ahead, E. Go ahead, E. My bad.
Hey, the defense know exactly what to do. If you watch that Sacramento game, they was all over Curry. They let everybody else do what they was gonna do. They know the chances of them beating him versus Curry beating them is a higher percentage that Curry's gonna beat you versus the people he got surrounding him.
That's
let's say you build a team, right? You got your Batman, you got your Robin, and you got your utility player, right? And that's gonna get you a utility a team, right?
Is Alfred.
Okay, you got your Alfred. We'll go with Alfred. Alfred can't stay in the game, and Robin can't buy a bucket. You're gonna look bad yourself because you're trying to get them in the flow of the game. So what you're doing, you're still trying to find guys who's not going to make baskets. One guy's not going to make a basket. The other guy, 4 minutes into the game, is back in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? So it's not hard to look like you've regressed when the talent around you isn't what it was.
Got it.
The sad part is Draymond's not going nowhere because there's not another team, with the exception of probably the Hornets, that's willing to take on that massive contract for no production, right? Yeah. So Draymond will be there.
That's what I'm saying.
You really gotta flip Wiggins, and you either Kuminga gotta step up real big, real quick, or you gotta let him go.
Yeah, man, I think you gotta cut ties with Klay, man.
No, bro. Kuminga's coming on.
So Klay's a free agent. There's no way if I'm the front office of the Warriors, we're not even having meetings.
Yeah, but
buddy, can I talk to you now?
But did y'all see what Klay was asking for potentially? I don't know how true this is.
No, what's the number?
Oh my God, bro! He said he saw the Drew Holiday contract.
Oh,
and he's looking at the 135 range.
No. So first of all, that's why the Drew Holiday contract was a really bad contract, because Drew Holiday shouldn't have got that money.
Facts.
He shouldn't have. He's
by maybe like 75, maybe.
Yeah, because he's not even a number 1 or 2 or 3, especially on that Celtics team. He's not the prime. I mean, I know he's there for defense, but that is option 1 or 2 money. Simple as that. That's option 1 or 2 money.
Yeah,
well, I guess in Boston that's option 4 money, because look what they paying they 1 and 2.
Bro, you know what? That's a valid point. That's a real valid point.
Hey, but real quick, man, we got a special guest in the house, man.
Oh, we do? Who is?
Yes, sir.
Who is it?
Melly Mel. What's up, Mel?
Oh, what's good, man. Y'all
What's up,
holding
man?
it down, man. I'm just about to be a fly on the
man.
wall, man. I feel
We
good,
trying, man. We trying.
Hey, that boy got off punishment, man. Hey, good thing.
Hey man,
No, you
somebody
gotta-
they was asking for you, man, and I said you was with us in spirit, and I was like, hold on, he ain't dead though.
I was watching.
I ain't want them to think that I ain't try to off Mel.
Yeah.
We
Lord
ain't
have mercy.
want them to think that you was following OJ and the Bronco, dog. So
Yeah. Y'all are in Cali. You know that.
but hey, but real quick, Mel, you want to add anything on this Warriors collapse?
Yeah, because y'all was already chewing all the meat off the bone, no diddy. So I was like, man, I come in on the playoff stuff.
He had to make that garlic bread.
Garlic bread.
Ravioli.
Real quick, man, do y'all see any logical fix happening this offseason for the Warriors, or are they just gonna play into the like we're gonna run this until the wheels fall off? But clearly they have, but they don't see it yet.
Hey,
He better not have no Bronco.
only people I'm keeping is Curry, and I got to keep Green. Everybody else can go.
Man, I'm trading Green.
Everything's for sale.
Whoever can take.
Hey,
Who
they
gonna take Green? Who's gonna take Green?
Not for that money. No 40%.
Look, the person that's gonna take Steph with him. I'm doing I'm doing exactly what Danny Ainge did in Boston. Look at Boston. They're about to go to another finals this year. They already been to a finals before. They went to a Eastern Conference Finals with Tatum and Brown, right? They would never have Tatum and Brown leading the pack if they would have stayed stuck on the Boston Big Three, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and Garnett. They got rid of all. As a matter of fact, they didn't just get rid of them three. They traded Doc Rivers as well.
Yeah, they traded Glenn the consultant.
They traded the coach.
They traded him and his hairline. That's
Yeah.
Wait,
Danny
wasn't
Ainge
that
playing.
like
He's like,
Danny
I'm
Ainge
not
wasn't
in
playing.
love with nobody. I'm
Wasn't
not
that
in
like
love with nobody.
Wasn't that like the first coach trade, or was it like the first one?
No,
That was like,
J Kidd got traded too.
J Kidd got traded too.
Oh, 'cause I don't. Before I had never heard of a coach getting traded. I was like, you either got fired and then picked up somewhere else. So that was even crazy too. I was like,
What? We throw Doc in there with him.
Every contract can be traded if you're the team owner. But that's my thing. Like, you don't have the obligated right to bleed me dry and ask for all the money in the world if you're not giving me nothing in return. Like, what you giving me in return is no playoffs. That means I can't make money all playoff and sell those tickets and sell that merch and all that stuff. So whatever I'm paying out, I can't even get a return on it. Right. So I'm saying, look, just to save the franchise, because I can ride y'all out for 2 or 3 more years, and then after that it's over and I have no franchise player, or I can get rid of y'all now and get access and get another franchise player within 2 or 3 years. It's gonna suck for 2 years, but it won't suck for 15 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look at how long it took who's somebody who held on too long to a superstar? I don't know. Stockton and Malone. They let them ride it out all the way to they wheels.
And they still haven't. I mean, the Darren Williams era was decent.
Yeah.
But before that, it was a down slope. But I mean, they still ain't been perennial. They hadn't gotten back to the finals. That's for damn sure. So,
somebody said Green to the Bulls for Drummond.
I don't think the Bulls even want to pick up that. Nobody wants to pick up. It's $100 million contract.
You know what somebody gonna have to do? They're gonna have to trade another bad contract to get that one back, and they just got to be willing to do it. You know what I'm saying?
It would have to be a 3-way for sure.
And the whole time I've been sitting here trying to think who else has a real bad contract like that on their roster.
Probably Zach LaVine.
His contract's bad. Russell Westbrook's contract's still bad.
Don't nobody want to fuck with Westbrook either, though. Oh, excuse my language. Sorry.
We 38 minutes in. You can let a few F-bombs fly.
Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that.
You right. That was a mistake. My bad.
Tell me how y'all feel about this. It's 2 options for Joe Lacob.
Okay.
Either he stick with the whole core 3 and pay them what they want, and you know he paid $177 million in luxury tax this year, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So that's 205 salary cap. And then additional 177 million. So he paid $400 million for his team this year, just not to not make the playoffs, right? And now Clay is asking for more money. In order to play Clay, You got to let CP3 go. You got to trade Wiggins, and to trade Wiggins' contract, you might have to send them Kuminga with them, right? Just to make it fit, because you ain't gonna be able to afford to sign Kuminga when it's time to extend him anyway. So you got an option: stick with the core three, and hopefully they can rewind time and start playing playoff basketball again, or get rid of everybody that's saying that they need Clay, Dre, and all of that. So that means Curry got to go, Kerr got to go, Draymond and Clay. All of y'all get up out of my organization. I'm starting over. Which one would you do?
I'm going with the second. Are those two choices?
Of those two?
Yeah, you got a clean
from
house.
the money aspect of it, you would have to pick the second one.
Yeah.
You would rather take a couple of down years to rebuild than paying $500 million for non-playoff activity.
Non-playoff activity.
Because of all those pieces, you would at least get somebody better than decent, like better than good, but maybe not elite. Like you'll at least get somebody a De'Aaron Fox type player, and then some other pieces around that to where in that time until you can and your Stafford stock of draft capital that you can trade for other pieces later. So you won't be down long at all. Like you may miss the playoffs next year. Or maybe 2 years, but the turnaround is a lot quicker because I think Boston end up having like 20 first round picks over a 4 or 5 year span.
Yep, and so did OKC. Like
OKC, because
all that talent and all those assets, and
Sam
now
Presti was a genius.
he
My
did
God,
how many draft picks can you get for Steph right now, still playing at the level he playing at?
You could definitely get a handful. You could definitely get a handful.
You could get a good player and 3 number ones.
3 good. That's what I said. A good player, like a player who can be a starter.
You could get Halliburton and 3 number ones right now.
Halliburton too young. I don't think Indiana do that, but you might can get Dame. I hear he's unhappy.
You could get Dame and 3 number ones for sure.
You can get Dame and 3 number ones.
I like that Dame. I like that Dame, Bill.
Yeah.
Legit.
And you know what? I like that for the Bucks.
Honestly, man, you could
3-way this. Unhappy in Milwaukee. No, it's in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Listen, you could kind of 3-way this, right? You could parlay this into a Warriors Bulls Bucks trade, and the Bulls will be able to unload Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan's contracts. The Warriors will be able to unload Draymond's contract, and then the Bucks can, because I think Dame he's still playing on that contract he got from Portland, right? Or did they extend him in Milwaukee already?
No, I don't think they extended him yet.
He's still a Portland contract,
and so Milwaukee would be able to drop that. So you could pull some strings and figure that out. Yeah. Ooh. I don't know about that.
Donovan.
I rather had Dame. I think, but yeah, he's disgruntled as well, and they probably gonna be looking to trade him too. And I would rather send Steph to Cleveland than send Steph to Giannis in Milwaukee.
Yeah, you know where Donovan Mitchell should go?
Where?
San Antonio.
That ain't bad.
At all.
But they send Draymond to San Antonio
too.
They saying Jontay Murray should go back to San Antonio.
Hey, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about this though? Clay for Donovan Mitchell.
Who dumb enough to make that trade?
Listen, I wouldn't trade this Kansas City pillow right here for Clay.
I wouldn't trade.
Look,
Clay.
Hey, but that Kansas City pillow is priceless.
Used to play for the Eagles. I wouldn't trade him for Mitchell and Ness. I wouldn't trade nothing for Clay.
Listen. The trade would have to be Clay and some exotic dances, and then I'm waving Clay as soon as I get him.
Who would y'all rather have right now, Clay or Grayson Allen?
Grayson
Allen.
Dude led the league in 3-point shooting this year.
And not only that, if shit gets sticky, he ain't tripping.
Oh, he is tripping.
Hey, Grayson Allen has calmed down a lot since being in Phoenix. I will say that. This is not the same Grayson. This is not the Grayson Allen that was studying at Draymond Green University. All right, so he can calm down some.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. But yeah, man, that Warriors team. But we've been saying this for a long time. Until they
For a
if they
minute,
got
bro.
rid of Draymond 2 years ago. If they would have got rid of Draymond 2 years ago, still drafting Wiseman, Kuminga, these young guys, they could have seamlessly transitioned. Kuminga could have learned what Draymond does to be the glue on the court. He could have learned that. That man
The
is
glue guy.
Yeah, he could have learned that if you feel like he didn't have it. Like their commitment to this team is ultimately why they're not in the playoffs this year. And this is gonna be their downfall if they keep this roster together.
And it's gonna be their future as well.
Yep.
Their future riding on this.
Is that a real position, the glue guy?
Yeah. Well, not a real position, but that's what they do to make people who suck at the game feel important.
Evidently, you can get a max contract for it if your leader is soft and need got a choke slam people for you.
Dude, there's nothing in sports that I hate more than a glue guy. Not for real. Hey, I'm a Duke fan, and I've always been. But growing up, man, Duke would always have like a sucky player. He would wear like number 14 or 13 or something like that. McGlure comes to mind instantly. And he don't do nothing but dive for loose balls. And they be like, oh, he's such a glue guy. I'm like, nah, he trash.
No, he's a body.
Diving for balls is crazy, Jay.
literally.
But
no
speaking of Duke, there's another Duke product that will be missing in action tonight as their team tries to fight for a postseason berth. As the Pelicans look to face the Kings to get that 8th seed. They said it was a left hamstring injury. It was originally a left leg soreness, which had everybody thinking like, man, if you don't play through that shit. But it came out later on that it was a left hamstring injury. On top of the fact that Willie Green did not play Brandon Ingram in those clutch minutes in that loss to the Lakers. Do y'all think the Pelicans have a chance to get that 8th seed without Zion tonight?
Absolutely. No. Absolutely. They got a chance. They've played most of the last 3 years without Zion.
You got a point there.
He ain't wrong. He ain't. I'm with you when you're right.
Hey, KFC
man,
on the court.
I ain't even mean it like that. But
you are one. Nothing that you said was incorrect.
I'm with you when you're right, brother.
His lower extremities is trying to tell him something, man. His leg, pause. But his legs are they're trying to tell the rest of his brain something, man. Like he jumps way too high to carry around that kind of mass. Even though he's lost weight, he's been in good shape. Pause on my ass, though.
My bad. It's not. You know how it be when you say one. It sounds like crazy.
It's cool.
Basically, what Jay is saying is a hippo should not be running like a kangaroo.
Not facts. Absolutely facts, man. He got to change his. He either got to change his body or change his game. Because
they said that man is an 18-wheeler driving like a Hellcat.
If I ever go to the jungle and see a hippo jumping around like a kangaroo, man, I'm like that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, like
but he's had just about every leg injury you can have. You know what I mean? Like he got to either change his body or he got to change his game. Something has to change in order for him to be.
I think it's gonna be hard for him to change his game, though, bro, because I think he's been playing that way so long.
Mm-hmm. And his game is not bad. I mean, the game works for him, but
and no lie. Hey, he was scoring on Bron at will.
Yeah, man.
Easily.
Listen, bro.
He was getting to the bucket however he wanted to.
However he wanted to. What he ended up with, didn't play the last 40 and 7.
He was a buck, and I feel like had he not got hurt,
they would have won.
The Lakers would have lost that game.
They was gonna win that game anyway. But
gonna win that game regardless, dog.
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to Zion, man. Hope he gets well soon.
You think okay? I don't know if y'all remember, and I hate to even bring this dude back up because we've said enough about him, but y'all remember Draymond Green coming out of Michigan State? He was a fat
chubster. Mm-hmm.
He was a fat kid. You know what I'm saying? Now, one thing I can give him credit for is that whatever his diet has been since he's been in the league has kept him in the league, because he was one of them ones that I thought was going to eat himself out the league. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he did, I want Zion to do it. I really do.
Hey, because I'm gonna tell you the truth. I thought
Zion in good shape though this year.
Hey, Zion ain't got to give him credit though, because he did lose a gang away. Because I thought he was gonna be a Marcus Russell. Y'all remember Jamarcus Russell?
Marcus Russell, yeah, just eat himself out the league.
I
think Zion, even this past game, you can look at him and tell he looks to be in
lighter,
lighter, way lighter than before, moving around, jumping out the gym. I mean, he always been jumping out the gym, but it was easy for him to get up and down the court. You know, he wasn't getting super duper gassed, but I think he just needs to shed weight like massively in order for him.
Upper body,
But like, he's a big, strong kid, man. I mean, you know,
he's blocky as hell.
Yeah, it's like his frame automatically is gonna carry that much weight. So I don't know whether or not
it's like watching Shannon Sharp go out there and play basketball.
That nigga built like a bomb, like like he's just wow. Why, bro?
Do you think it'd be easier for him to tone up the upper body, or to work further on the legs and get them up to a better standard to hold the upper weight up?
Nah, he don't need to tone up anything. He needs to slim down.
Yeah. He need to not lift another weight.
Yeah, that's real. Because that's what he's doing. He's like that kid's workout been crazy since he was in high school. Like he loves being strong. He loves having buddies out the gym. Like, he need to leave all that alone. He need to just go swimming or something every day.
Nah, for real.
Nah, I think y'all right. I think.
But I think the writing's on the wall for them for this season. They're not gonna be able to take out the Kings tonight.
Well, I think they win tonight.
I don't know if they win, but the game ain't gonna be a blowout by the Kings, because they don't want to put a blowout on TV. So they will get a little referee help.
Y'all can say what y'all want to. I hear y'all go with the referee thing. Hey, look,
it's real. It's real.
If the Kings play like they did the other night, I don't know.
They win. And you know, the whole Brandon Ingram not playing in the last 3 minutes was weird to me. Like,
there was no injury news that came out from it or nothing. He wasn't in foul trouble.
Do y'all think that's something, or do y'all think that's nothing? Y'all think
it's something. I don't like the fact that nobody asked about it in the post game. Like, we should see clips. Yeah, we should see clips going around about what happened. Like, that nobody's talking about Ingram not playing. I know this is only his second game back from the knee injury, but
it was too quiet as it's kept for me.
Too quiet. That's why y'all
maybe they had him on a minute restriction and they used all the minutes early.
Give us man.
Yeah, but at what point do you, as a coach, right, and you in that position, and then your star goes down, right? At what point do you say, all right, BI, damn the minute restriction, can you go?
Well, he already. So you're a coach, right? You're a coach, right?
They agree to that.
You see Zion get hurt, and you like, yo, we're gonna probably have to play the next game without him. So we're gonna have to lean heavily on BI. And I'd rather that be a play-in game than the playoff game, game one.
But why even take the risk of? Because if you win that game, you have all the way till Saturday off.
That's true too.
So why not be like, hey, BI, man, can you go? If you can
but
go.
But if you do all that and lose, then what happens?
Then you just burnt them out, and y'all got another game on Friday.
I think as a coach, that's a risk I'm willing to take.
Not me.
It's tough. In a situation, the way
hindsight being 2020.
Hindsight being 20. That's what I'm about to say. Hindsight 2020 always. So when Zion goes down and the game is there's still a chance for you to win, and I see Brandon Ingram, your best offensive player, on the bench, and I'm gonna have questions no matter what.
Especially
it kind of looked like when Zion went down, the coach was cool with just packing it in. We'll see y'all on Friday.
But what makes it even more weird is the fact that CJ couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, and you was like, "All right, CJ, you gotta lead us to the win." So there's a lot of things. Y'all think BI might be done in New Orleans, or
that's what I was starting to lean towards, because I mean, I mean, not saying that Brandon Ingram has much emotion anyway, but on the sideline, he wasn't even engaged, even though this game was so close and it meant so much. You know, if they would have pulled this out, like you said, Chris, they would have been off till Saturday. They would have been in lock for the playoffs, the 7th seed. Your gift would have been Denver for what that's worth. But at the same time, you would have been in the playoffs, so you would have been chilling. He didn't even I'm like, why isn't Brandon? And for one, when Zion first got hurt, I didn't even know that it was as serious because he scored on the play. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, he looked a little gimpy, and I was thinking, okay, I mean, this is the fourth quarter of a highly intense game where they had to come back. Everybody's not 100%. But then when he ended up walking to the locker room, I'm like, okay, all right, BI. And then I see him on the sideline. And I'm like,
yeah, he was throwing he threw the towel and everything. He was mad.
He literally got mad like he didn't want to leave.
Yeah,
because he knew what it was. He was like, I'm scoring 40. I scored 40. We are in this game. We can win this game.
Yeah.
Like, I can literally get to whatever spot I want and score. And,
honestly, as a Laker fan, I didn't care about that game because even if they won the game, they had to go face Denver in the first round, which even if the Lakers beat Denver, I think they're going to be worn out just even trying to get past Denver. But
yeah,
you know what I mean? So, I mean, and if they had to took the latter route, I think they would have fared better with the latter route. But we'll see.
All right, everybody pick this winner right now. Who we got? Kings, Pelicans tonight. One word answers.
Kings.
Pelicans. Kings. I'm gonna go Kings. Jay on the limb by himself tonight.
Is that the Bookham or not yet? We saving that.
Nah, that ain't the Bookham, man. I like the Pelicans, man.
All right, for sure. Well, getting into the actual postseason, let's talk about how the West is, for the most part, completely shaped up. Sans the 8th seed, right?
We back.
Oh,
back.
So everything is set in stone except for who Oklahoma City is going to be facing. But we have Denver and the Lakers, Clippers-Mavericks, and Timberwolves-Suns. I think we actually got some good eating on these first round games. Honestly,
it is.
What you guys think?
Yeah, definitely. This is going to be an interesting playoff, and I think, considering that I feel like the Kings are going to win, I think that 2-7, I mean that 1-8 matchup will be good too. It'll be good for those young boys, no matter who they play.
That's going to be a fast game.
It's going to be a run. It's going to be a track meet. Those boys can run, but they can run some half court offense too. I'm interested to see Ant this playoffs. I think this is going to be the coming of age where he really puts himself. Undeniably, to us, he's already been an MVP, in that running. But I think this is the one that he actually steps up and leads that team to a first round victory. And I think he's going to look good doing it. That's the one I'm anxious to see. I'm ready to see Ant-Man.
Okay. Hey, I'm telling you right now. Of course, y'all know I got the Lakers. I remember we had an earlier show and somebody said that Lakers wasn't gonna make the playoffs and that Golden State had a better chance.
Ain't nobody said that. Eric making it up. Eric making it up.
Hitman gonna bark.
Eric is making it up, boy. Okay. As a matter of fact, I do remember Jay saying, book it, they will be the 6th seed. That's what Jay said.
Close.
He was close.
Close.
Yeah, he was.
I'll tell you what. If I miss then, I won't miss now. It's time for the booking pick right now.
Oh,
the Lakers are going to win this series.
Oh, you know what? That's not even. You know what, Jay? It's not a bad take. It's not a hot take, man. I think so.
I don't want it to be hot, yo. I really believe they're going to win.
They got a very good chance. They got a very good chance, and everybody think Denver is this invincible team because they had an amazing run last year. I'm telling you, man, I don't think they go get the favor this offseason. This playoff. I do think Luka is gonna get a lot of favor. I don't think Jokic will this playoffs. So yeah, they're gonna be vulnerable.
We about to beat the big bad bear. Watch.
Yeah, I'm picking the Lakers. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm picking the Lakers.
I'm gonna pick the Nuggets, man, but I got that one going the distance. I got that going 7.
That's why I was going with.
Okay, I just want to see
seven games, and whoever comes out this series after 7 is going to lose in the next round because they're going to be spent from this series.
Yeah, I'll say that. Now that's possible.
They're going to be either team is going to be spent.
Hey, look, man.
And that would give LeBron.
They was making. LeBron was like, man, this ain't personal. This ain't got nothing to do with the past. We trying to win this series right here.
Yeah.
And your boy Stephen A, man, had something to say about that.
What did he say, Jay?
I don't know what that man said.
That's my personal opinion. I'm not blaming him for it. He can't be worried about what the public thinks, what I think, what anybody thinks. He's trying to win the championship, and I respect that. But this is what LeBron James does. He wants you to rely strictly on the game, right? But on far too many occasions when the theater of competition takes fold, he doesn't want to be a participant in that. Meaning that you talking smack to him, you coming at him and what have you. He doesn't feed into that. One of the reasons we loved when Lance Stevenson blew in his air legs and Wendy is because we knew that obviously he was the superior player. He was playing on a superior team. The Indiana Pacers were trying to antagonize him, and we knew that LeBron James was going to respond to it. We could just tell, and we were good with that. In this particular instance, it's a different animal. You ain't the Giant, okay? You're supposed to be the Giant Slayer. The Giants are the Denver Nuggets, the reigning defending NBA champions, who, by the way, swept you last year. 4 straight in the Western Conference Finals, who, by the way, have beaten you 8 straight. And, oh, by the way, the last 3 times y'all played against one another in this season, okay, opening night, it was their ring ceremony, so they watched it. They let you watch them get their rings. Then they went out there and took you out. The second go-round, they took you out when Kobe's statue was unveiled. And the third time they took you out was when LeBron James dropped 40,000 points for his career. Okay, those are the 3 nights that the Lakers obviously were looking forward to celebrating, and it was ruined by the Denver Nuggets. So,
is it me or when the music came on, he started putting a little sauce on his voice?
Yo, he was cooking, wasn't he? He started
like the preacher when they start getting on the organ, like started getting in his bag a little bit.
Yeah, I just had to give a male favorite person in the world, Stephen A. Smith, that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, I don't know what Stephen A. done did to Mel.
Yeah, he
I don't know what he did. I don't know what he did to Mel.
But Mel will be on First Take one of these days. That's gonna be some must see TV right
in between Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp.
Stephen A. gonna be like, "What did I do, brother?" But Mel be like, "Man, I just bruh."
Yeah, but
and I bet you that whole studio smell like spit. You know what? I'm wrong. My bad. I'm sorry.
I'm about to say something.
Anyway, man, do y'all think the Lakers really got a chance to make something out of this series, or did they just give the Nuggets bulletin board material?
The Lakers didn't say nothing. They keeping it. They keeping it cool.
We do our talking on the court, baby. That's what we do.
They got a chance, though. They got a chance. I mean, somebody in the comment section mentioned Bruce Brown. That you just don't understand. Like it's a lot of players that play big roles that when you lose them after the championship year, you don't understand how. Like when Trevor Ariza left the Lakers after they won that championship, that was a huge loss for the Lakers, man. And it can be a guy like that. Jeff Green, they lost Jeff Green and Bruce Brown. Both them dudes were very instrumental coming off the bench, man. So
now those are good glue guys right there. Them are some solid glue guys.
Yeah, that's gonna play out more than you think it will, and I think the Lakers being fueled by the sweep of last year and all the talk of them saying we your daddy and all that stuff. I think some poetic justice is in order, man, and I think the Lakers got a chance to pull it out for sure.
I think AD needs to string a couple good games together in a row. Like against them, he never really does. Like either he'll have a really good game or a really bad one. I think that the complementary pieces that the Lakers have built this year with this year's version of the team, because it's not the same Lakers at all. I think the complementary pieces that they have now will will make all the difference. And I think the Lakers are going to win this series in 6.
Yeah, I see y'all at the ship.
Oh,
Nah,
man.
y'all ain't going that far.
Nah, ain't nobody say that at all.
Yeah, y'all ain't going that far for sure.
All right,
Bro.
so real
Y'all
quick.
here first.
So Jaredy did his, but Zoe, Mel, E, real quick, give me your one key for each team and your prediction for the series.
Prediction for the series. I think Denver still gets it. I think it goes 7. But I think, oddly enough, the guy who is going to make some noise in this series and going to be a difference maker, I think is going to be Rui. His ability to shoot the basketball and rebound the basketball, pull those bigs out of the paint, to allow LeBron to do what LeBron do. If he can get to the cup, he's going to draw fouls, and I think they're going to get some really, really unsuspecting wins in these first couple of games, and it's going to force Denver to be like, listen, we need the ball right now. You know what I'm saying? So I think Rui's going to be a difference maker. And if D'Lo keeps shooting the ball like he's been shooting the ball, man, listen,
been looking different.
He's been looking real ice in my veins, D'Lo-ish. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I think that I do think Denver wins the series. I think I wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers won it in 7, but I'm picking Denver in 7. But at the end of the day, I think this is going to be a good one. Mel brought up some good points. I forgot about the, we the Lakers daddy and saying all that crazy stuff at the parade and stuff. Regardless of what comes out of their mouth, they remember that stuff. They know that's if anybody played competitive sports and got embarrassed by a team, and then that team talked crazy, and you got a chance to face them again.
Hey, you know what a perfect analogy of that is?
What's that?
I hate to keep bringing this up, but when San Francisco, they was doing really, really good till they said Patrick Mahomes was a regular quarterback. It all fell apart. I just wanted to bring that up. But just
of course you did. They've been plugging all day. Mel, go ahead. What you got?
Hey, so the real key in real life is going to be if they allow the Lakers defense to touch up Jokic. Right, that's the real thing I'm going to be watching. How they're going to officiate Jokic. If they let them actually play ball on Jokic, the Lakers can pull it out. But if they got the hands off the merchandise attitude towards Jokic like they did last season or last playoffs, then it's going to be tough for the Lakers. But the basketball version of the key is what I said earlier, man. That the bench for the Denver Nuggets missing Jeff Green and Bruce Brown is going to be big.
Rui, last year, Rui came off the bench and was cooking in that series.
And he played decent defense on Jokic as well until they said hands off the merchandise.
Yeah, you couldn't.
Right,
you couldn't.
exactly.
Yeah. Hey, but if y'all been watching the series, the refs been really letting them play lately.
Ever since the All-Star
have been down.
They was letting everybody play except whoever was guarding Embiid. Embiid still getting ticky-tack stuff.
Yeah, of course.
But everybody
he's
else,
he's not the only person, but we ain't gonna talk about Luka right now.
We'll get to Luka in a bit, but we got another West matchup. This is the one I'm interested in. One for obvious reasons, but two just for like Zoe was mentioning earlier, Anthony Edwards coming out party. Could this really be it? And but this would also going against who he's going against would be a huge statement for his career. So this is the 3-6 matchup, Minnesota and Phoenix, man. Tell me your thoughts, man. How y'all feeling?
Man, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. My heart is really with KD, bro. I really hope the Suns pull this out, dog.
Yeah.
Because if this don't work out for KD, man, this is gonna be terrible, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna make him
be terrible. They're gonna put him. Hey, they're gonna put him on that cross like they did Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, bro.
They are though.
It's not gonna look good.
How come they do that for KD all the time, but they don't do it for Steph? Steph just got 90 style defense played on him, and he got coughed up 6 turnovers and only got 22 shots up, and was looking very pedestrian.
Steph got 2 rings without KD.
22 shots.
Mel, it's different for light-skinned people, man. You know that. Come on,
I guess
it makes sense.
You know what I mean?
The real answer is because he got 2 rings without KD. He's on a different pedestal level, league wise.
KD is an elite player, and I feel like he don't get his just due
he doesn't get the superstar applause that he deserves, like everybody else does, and some people who don't deserve it does.
He went over there to Brooklyn, man, and I think Kyrie really messed it up. Just keeping it 100, I think Kyrie really messed up his legacy. But hey, we'll see, man. My heart is really with the Suns, and I hope the Suns do it. But I mean, we'll see.
Here's the thing: if the Suns don't win this series, they got to have a fire sale. They got to get rid of everybody.
That's a win now team. That's a win now team.
They done blew the bag.
That's what it was. That's what it was built for. That's another team that's.
This their first year together. Ain't no way I'm having no fire sale. This they
listen. The Suns' problem, though, everything they need is in the building. They just haven't figured out how to use all the pieces yet.
All the pieces ain't played together.
No, but it ain't them. It's Frank Vogel. This is the issues I see with them. They got a 7'7" rim protector that can rebound without even jumping, who can block shots or affect shots without even jumping, who also is a bucket on offense. But you giving him 8 to 10 minutes a game and giving Eubanks 15 to 20 minutes a game.
He gonna call it.
Eubanks broke into his iCloud.
The Eubanks minutes is killing Minnesota because Frank Vogel has fell in love with him for some reason. I guess he liked the way he hustles, but he's not. Come on, man, 7'7" at the rim. The same type of defense you can get from Chet Holmgren, Wembanyama, or Porzingis you can get from Bol. But they prefer Eubanks. Eubanks is not going to change anything at the rim for you defensively. And then when they do put Bol out there, they're using him on the wing like a guard. That's what's really hurting them. But the number two thing is Bradley Beal didn't wake up, but he did wake up the last 2 games of the season. So I hope he keeps it up.
Yeah, I hope he keeps it up. And if he can stay on the court, because we have not seen.
That boy done got a list of crazy injuries.
He the new Mr. Glass. Like he was getting injuries I never even heard of before. Like
that boy was getting tore up, man.
That's what happened when you play beside John Wall.
Hey man,
you ain't never seen nobody pass the injury bug like it was the flu.
I'm going to church on Sunday, and I really truly hope that that the Suns make it, man, because they've been close the last few years. It's just something, man. I don't know what it is, bro. They just fall off at the end. I don't know.
So how y'all got this one shaping up? I got to
go 7. I got to go at 7 with the Suns coming on top.
Pause.
Oh, no, did he? I think I'm gonna go 6 for Minnesota. I think, like I said before, I think that Ant has the game. We already saw that, any hooper can look at him and be like, okay, this dude, he plays both sides of the floor. He's an athletic freak. Probably should have been in the MVP conversation more than he was. I think this is, and he got the mentality. I think I just heard him say the other day, within 2 years, he'll be the best player in the league. And I think he really mean that. You know what I'm saying?
He could be that.
And it could possibly be him for real. And I think you got to have that mentality when you're going into these playoff series. I mean, he's not going to be scared to try to take over the game if need be. Cat came back this last week. He's not looking 100% yet, but I think just his presence on the floor can give them some offensive firepower. And it helps Rudy Gobert not to have to worry about offense, because that's a whole nother task in itself for him.
Liability.
So I think I'm going to go Minnesota in 6. Minnesota in 6, and I think that they do keep the Suns together, but I think they'll take a different approach when it comes to their coaching. I think Frank Vogel will be out the door if he can't get them past the first round.
How did Frank Vogel get a coaching job, bro?
That's a discussion for another day, brother.
We don't got enough time. We are hour and 30.
Discussion for another day, brother.
He a Paisan, man. Another Paisan gave him a job, man.
Man, I just got a text from Jontay Porter. He said put all your money on Minnesota. So I'm gonna take
Phoenix and 5.
Phoenix.
that boy is a terrible better. My goodness.
And I saw somebody in the comments earlier. They were talking about it. We was talking about it too offline. not a basketball related topic other than we talking about the Porters right now. The younger brother.
Oh, he hooped too.
Yeah, he hooped too, and he just
Not no more.
He gonna be on the new version of The Longest Yard.
Prison rules.
That's the only time that he gonna be playing, because apparently he was under the influence and hit somebody. Vehicular homicide. I think they called it vehicular homicide. And he got sentenced to 8 years in prison. So tough week in the Porter household.
Man, I ain't going to the family barbecue. I don't give a damn.
Look, that, you know what, we when we was talking about the Lakers Denver, we probably should have mentioned that. Just as, like, do you think that it'll affect Michael Porter in a negative way?
You know what?
He got two things going on.
It'll be on his mind for sure.
For sure.
But I think MPJ is enough of a hooper where
he ain't gonna be
his outlet for all of that. So watch out for him to actually have.
He might go crazy, huh?
He might be the number 2 instead of Jamal Murray.
I mean, it might what you now.
It don't work like that, man.
It could go either way.
You got two brothers, man. That something happened. I don't know. I would, if I was a betting man, I'd probably bet on his unders this series.
Yeah, and if I'm living in LA and I'm going to the game, I'm already getting my signs ready. Like I know this is a touchy subject, but I got my Jontay Porter signs and my whatever the Codon Blue, whatever the other name is.
He called him
Codon
Blue.
If I can get in the
Cordon Blue is chicken with ham in the middle.
Hey, if I can get in to play bad,
middle in there.
Play bad, I'm talking to him.
Oh, no question.
Yeah, I'm talking all day.
All day long. All day long.
Every time he get the ball, hey man, how much your brother put on this?
I'm holding up underdog signs. How much he gonna wager on this? I'm going crazy.
Hey,
I'm doing all kinds of stuff.
He gonna want to hit me. I'm gonna talk about him bad.
Mel, what you got for the Wolves and Suns?
I mean, it's a toss up, really. Me, my right mind, I want to say Minnesota, but I want to believe that Frank Vogel can get his mind right. I really do believe the Bobo minutes need to be more. Man, it's tough, man. I'm gonna go with Phoenix. I think they can fix this stuff on the fly and get it done. But I don't know if I take Phoenix anymore. If they get past first round, I don't know if I take them in the second round against nobody. But I think they can get out of this first round.
What you got?
He said he want Phoenix to win.
You going Phoenix?
Yeah, Phoenix 7. I think it's gonna go 7 though. I think it's gonna go 7. And I'm up in the air about it really, but my heart is going with KD, man, because you can't have that bad a grade of hair and not be a good basketball player.
Well, he always cuts it for the playoffs, so he always be looking good for the playoffs. No, did he? So
please,
man, say he be looking good for the playoffs.
Fresh cut. You know what I'm saying? Church ready.
Yeah.
So my heart. Y'all know, KD my favorite player, so my heart is with the Suns. However, I've been watching the Suns this season, and I do, Mel, to your point, I do hope that this is something that. Or like one of the comments said, they saving their best for the playoffs, or they just magically congeal and they get it right. I hope that's the case, but I feel like Minnesota might get them in 7. That's gonna hurt my heart, but I do feel like Minnesota could probably get them in 7. It's gonna be a good series, though.
You know what? This is the time for Phoenix to put it together, though. If they don't want to put it, if they ain't do nothing else all year long, this is the time to put it together.
And this will be the team to put it together against too. They're still fresh. They're still young. They don't
exactly.
They're not battle tested all the way yet. So this will be like if this was like a Denver or a Clippers, even the Mavericks. I wouldn't be so confident in going for the. Speaking of the Clippers and Mavs, though.
Before you get there, though, this reminds me of when Memphis had the great defense and they had Ja Morant and they had a great record that season. And who got them up out of there? Was it the Lakers?
You talking about last year?
Year before last. Was it last year? Was it last?
It was last year because Jaren Jackson won Defensive Player of the Year, and they got him out of there in 6.
Yeah, this reminds me of that.
It's the LA Lakers.
Right. So I think experience. Even though Minnesota and Ant-Man was in the playoffs last year, and they faced Denver and did pretty okay. I think experience will get the best of them again. Ant-Man's only 22.
Yeah,
right.
he's still
So yeah. I think Phoenix can use their experience to get past them.
okay. That's
For
fair.
sure. Now the series, I think a lot of people, media heads and sports enthusiasts, all around, are looking for is this 4-5 matchup between the Clippers and the Mavs. What y'all think? The Clippers are healthy right now. The Mavs are healthy right now.
Is the Clippers healthy? They keep having reports of Kawhi got something going on.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, we got to go see what my cousin Kawhi gonna do, man.
Yeah, what's up with Kawhi?
Yeah, so what's up, Kawhi, bro?
See what's up with Kawhi, man. You don't know what Kawhi gonna do. You don't know if he gonna play. You don't know if it's low management. I mean, you don't know what's going on with Kawhi, bro. If he don't play, they ain't going nowhere.
Talk to your cousin, E.
I think if anything, I think they're saying it's something like a knee issue, something that he's been dealing with. You know,
man, look, what ain't he dealing with, bro? When ain't he got a problem?
But I will say this though, this is the most he's played in a season since probably his Toronto years.
Since the championship season in Toronto.
Yeah. Hey, but if he don't suit up, they going home. He might as well go.
Do you think the way that James Harden and Paul George and the rest of that team, the bench unit, have been playing as of late, you don't think that that's enough to like kind of like quell over the Luka ball in Dallas?
I don't know, bro, because hey, Dallas is playing good.
They are, and I've seen Luka do something that I have not seen him do
good.
In a long time.
And Zoe, before you go, Zoe, and the ugliest player that you've ever seen.
There it is.
Game, right? He started to let Kawhi do a little dishing over there, doing a little orchestrating.
Kyrie.
Yeah, he started to let Kyrie do a little orchestrating. So
he coming off the ball.
They're gonna be hard to beat.
So he playing off ball now. So it sounds like somebody listening to Man Down podcast.
That's all he had to do. Like he's really letting Kyrie like I saw him at the top of the key, and I in my head I'm thinking, here comes a step back. It's late in it's 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Here comes a side step 3. He gave the ball up. They were playing the Rockets, but he gave the ball up, and I saw Kyrie. Kyrie is clearly the better ISO player if you're going to play ISO. Like, and he let Kyrie play ISO, and Dylan Brooks didn't stand a chance. He mixed that boy up so nasty. Spin move, up and under, and had the bench going crazy. I said, Luka, you need to do more of this. Come off the ball. It's going to come back if need be. He's starting to trust him more, and that's what he's been needed to do.
Yeah. Hey, Dallas going to be hard to beat now. I hate watching Luka play, but hey.
Especially if they playing the brand of basketball. I think they had a game against Utah some weeks ago, and Dallas just looked otherworldly.
Now, if Kawhi come to play and his knee ain't hurt, and he ain't being Kawhi, you know what I mean? Hey, they
Kawhi play.
So
this is another booking pick.
Welcome back, Jay.
Hey man, the dude finished cutting my grass. I had to.
He was done.
Yeah, it was his first time. I had to make sure he knew what he was doing.
Oh, okay.
Was he? Was he Hispanic?
I knew he was gonna say it.
No. No, he was one of us. He was one of us.
One of us.
I like to let my. I like to let my money circulate in my community, man.
Yeah,
For sure.
But anyway, here go a booking pick. If the Clippers have a long playoff stint, Kawhi will not play in the Olympics.
That's not crazy because I mean he's not really known for durability lately. So if you make a deep playoff run, just to turn around and start practicing June, July?
Yeah, you gotta you giving up your summers if you playing USA ball. So.
I actually what I think he'll actually play in the Olympics. You know why? Because I actually think without any pressure, I think he likes playing the game in general. I think if he play, it ain't no pressure, it ain't all on him. I think he's actually better playing like that.
If he does play, he their best defender.
Yeah, absolutely. And nobody got any questions about the defender. We just want him to get on the court to do anything.
Yeah, and I was watching First Take earlier. They was like, they were talking about, they were debating, should he play, should he not? How should Clippers fans feel or whatever? And surprisingly, Wendy made a great point. He was like, if he does play in the Olympics, he's not going to have to play no 20, 25 minutes a game.
That's true.
Very valid point. Very valid point.
So it's not going to be taxing him like as if he was playing a regular season game or a playoff game, because you got all this other talent. Everybody's going to be, he'll probably play maybe like 12, 13 minutes, maybe.
Speaking of taxing.
Yeah, it looks like it's a homicide down there in is it Chicago, or are they playing in Chicago, or are they playing in
No, they're playing in Miami.
And it looks like it.
Yeah.
Who's doing the chalking?
Miami. Well, you can never count them boys out, man.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is they doing that without Butler.
Yeah,
Miami's killing them right now.
and they up by 20. They up by 23.
Hey, shout out. I don't know if it's true or not, but shout out to Jimmy Butler and
Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero, bro.
I don't know if it was true or not, but it worked because Tyler Hero is 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists tonight. And
Woo! Hey, if that's the outcome, it's definitely real.
Yeah.
I guess Jimmy knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing.
Hey, he said, "I can't be here to lead you."
That's how you motivate your teammates. Some of the superstars need to take note.
Yeah.
But
I don't know about Sweet. I don't know about no Sweet.
now Miami is always good to get something out of some of these series. I don't know how they do it.
Especially Boston. They especially Boston. And Jimmy will come sometime during that series, probably.
Hey, listen, Boston was rooting for Chicago tonight.
Oh, no
Absolutely.
question.
Understand that they was rooting for Chicago tonight.
No question.
I think Rozier come back before Butler, so that'll be something.
Yeah, I think they said Butler was a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
as far as this series though, with the Mavs, Adam Silver and the NBA did not bring them this far to let them lose in the first round. So I'm taking the Mavs over the Clippers.
Which and how many games though? You think it'll be a series, or you think it'll be?
I mean, it's gonna be a series. I mean, they ain't about to waste a good series and let it be 4 games or 5 games. They go get at least 6 out of it.
Who's the 4 and who's the 5?
The Clippers is the 4.
So that's ultimate. So that means that if you go 7, you're
have to win on the road.
Dallas is gonna have to win that on the road.
It ain't going 7. Dallas will get that first game in LA.
And switch everything. That's all they need, really. They get 1 game at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about you, Zoe? What you got?
It's just the Kawhi factor. He's that much of a difference maker. If he plays and he's healthy, I'm picking the Clippers. If he does not play, I'm picking the Mavs. If he plays but he's not
100%.
100% to where you can easily tell he not playing like the Kawhi that we know he is, I'm taking the Mavs, and I'm leaning towards that, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the Mavs in 7.
What you got?
I'm taking the Mavs in 7.
I just can't.
You know what? I'm going with my heart for the rest of the series. Of course, I think the Lakers is gonna win because that's what my heart does. But I want to see Kyrie get his just due as well, because he's been going through it the last couple of years, bro.
Yeah.
And I think all the outside stuff takes away from truly how great he is as a player.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? We focus on everything else the man's doing, but when it comes to getting on the court and playing ball, Kyrie is that guy.
Better. Ain't too many better. There aren't too many players, period, that are better than
Not at that position. Kyrie is
and
that guy.
it damn sure ain't 75, but that's a different.
And shout out to Luka for being okay with getting him over there in the trade, and shout out to Mark Cuban doing it and then saying, I'm going to turn around and pay you the max contract that Brooklyn wouldn't give you, because that's all they really wanted. He's going to lose out on everything else. They're not going to have him top 75. They can't have him in the Olympics because they might have to play Israel, so he ain't never go fix that part of his thing, and he go have beef. He ain't, but he gonna have to get his endorsements elsewhere away from Nike. But he go get his money. So as long as he can play ball and get his money, that's all I care about. But he ain't getting nothing else. He might not even get Hall of Fame.
Man, if they don't, boy,
man, that'll be a
bro. They didn't even
look.
He can't even make an All-Star no more unless he get voted in by the fans.
Shout out to the super chat. Shout out to my man, super chat.
on Yusuf, how you pronounce your name? Appreciate the super chat, bro.
Yeah, thank you for the super chat.
And shout out to Mark Cuban for being a player's owner, man, because he really looked out for Kyrie during Ramadan too.
DC Slim, you own it again, dog. Kyrie ain't ready for the Clippers. Come on, bro.
Now I have the Clippers winning in 6.
Okay.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, I'm not against them winning, but Kyrie's that guy, bro.
No, for sure. And Kyrie's gonna be
everybody else getting they just due. We all praise Kawhi. We all give him his props. The only people in the league ain't getting their props is my man KD and Kyrie. They just I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the grade of KD's hair or what it is about KD.
They don't like.
Yeah, they do not like.
I can tell you exactly what it is about KD.
What?
It's one simple answer. KD was and continues to be the biggest threat to LeBron's legacy.
He's not. How is he? He's not even close to LeBron, bro. What are you talking about?
KD, if the league didn't side with LeBron as much as they did, right? Just as simple as that Miami OKC series. No way in hell Miami's supposed to win that series. No way in hell.
Wow. Chris coming with receipts.
No way in hell Miami's supposed to win that series, especially not no 4-1.
What's in that cup that you got over there? Put your cup up.
And listen. Think about the caliber of teams that OKC beat to get to that finals. They beat a 50-win Kobe Lakers, a 50-win Dirk Mavs, a 50-win Tim Duncan Spurs. Just to lose to if LeBron, they was not gonna let LeBron and that Miami Heat League team lose 2 years in a row, because then it would have been a huge failure.
Oh my God!
Listen, it's proven fact.
Oh my God!
It's proven fact.
Here we go. Go ahead.
Anyway, that's a discussion for another day.
Let's talk about that offline.
KD's legacy took a hit when he joined when they got beat by the Warriors, and then he joined them the next year.
That's
what a lot of people don't understand.
That's when it happened.
What a lot of people don't understand, and a lot of people love to forget and omit from history, right? Yeah, sure. And as an OKC fan, right, it hurt, right? Why go to the team that just beat us? But understand, and a lot of people like to forget this. All 4 of them, Steve Kerr, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green, went to his house and knocked on his door.
I hope 4 dudes don't go to your house and that's for your back door. Yeah, with that logic.
What?
No, didn't.
No, listen. It don't matter how many people ask you for something that you don't want to do. Don't do it.
Yo, that was
but you got hold on, but back up though, Jay. When you say he,
I'm not. I'm definitely not backing up off of that statement.
Kevin Durant started getting heat. Kevin Durant started getting heat when he joined the Warriors. But why did he get heat for joining the Warriors? It was because he cheated LeBron James out of a couple of rings that they think LeBron should have got.
Oh,
so it still boils down to LeBron.
It doesn't. What it boils down to is number one, Kevin Durant's not media friendly.
Yo, chill.
He's not media friendly, and Kyrie Irving, for the most part, has not been media friendly. Once the media paint a target on you, you're done. Like, we're not really done, but there's certain echelons they're not going to let you achieve. Kevin Durant's game is so crazy though that he's breaking the ceilings a lot of times, but no one has him in any GOAT debate, and that's media driven.
Yeah, but
so you can say LeBron, but nah, that was self.
That's the motivation for it though.
I watched that man in Texas. I watched that man come out. I watched that man come to the NBA and take the league by storm. He had the ability to write his own narrative. So in that case, nobody, Melo didn't get that kind of hate that Durant get.
Why not? It's very similar. Melo and Durant is very similar. Anybody who's good enough to challenge LeBron, the media has diminish in some type of way.
Here we go.
I respectfully disagree. LeBron ain't did nothing but win 5 championships, man. Y'all
I didn't say anything about LeBron. I said the media. LeBron has been chosen and picked by the media. This is the guy that we want to push,
which we all know is true, Jay.
Right. And if
I agree with that statement wholeheartedly.
And if you're going to challenge that as a player, if you're going to be as good, or if you're going to do something to make us second guess what we already wanted to do, we come out and we throw stones at you. So when Kevin Durant gave them an opportunity to throw stones at him by leaving OKC and going to the Warriors, that's when they started saying, we got it. When Kyrie Irving decided to leave LeBron and request a trade to go to Boston, okay, now you give us a ring, we throwing stones, and they've been throwing stones at him ever since. They had no problem with Kevin Durant when he wasn't challenging LeBron for rings, and they had no problem with Kyrie when he was playing with LeBron. When you become opposition to LeBron, that's when the media start throwing stones.
Public enemy number one.
Hey man.
So let me ask y'all.
Hold on, just real quick, man. Chris, why you get quiet when that man said the 4 men come in your back?
That's why I couldn't stop laughing, bro, because that was crazy.
So I'm gonna be honest. I really didn't understand what the fuck he was talking about. I was highly confused, but I was like, we got a show to continue, and I don't want to derail the momentum. But I really didn't understand what he was talking about.
He said,
I was drawing the blank. I was like, I don't know.
Hope you don't do that when 4 men come and ask for your back door. I said, what?
And he was like, I got 4 options.
Yeah, I drew a blank. But anyway.
And Chris was like, huh?
I was confused. I was highly confused. But
I was like, dog. I was like,
oh my God.
But moving onward, we now we got the
before we go, are we doing phone calls tonight or no? Before we get
we're gonna do phone calls after we did both brackets and everybody could get
that's the last bracket. This is the last
okay.
bracket.
All right.
So East bracket. Obviously Boston number 1. Sixers got the 7th seed, and they'll be playing New York in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's going to be Cavs Magic and
that's an interesting series.
Pacers Bucks. And we're still figuring out who's going to match up with Boston. That game is currently going on right now. It's looking like
you got to figure it out. It's Miami.
I'm about to say it's looking like it's going to be Miami.
It is Miami.
So Miami, Boston, we already really know how that one's going to go. That's going to be a dog fight. But I want to get into some of these other new faces that are popping up in this playoff run this year, man. Tell me what y'all think, man. Do the Sixers have a chance to knock off the Knicks, or?
Hey, hold on. Before I tell y'all, I'll let somebody. I'm not even gonna tell y'all who, but I'll let somebody tell you what they think is gonna happen in this series. And he's an expert.
He's an expert.
I'm gonna let an expert tell you.
This got to be Zodan.
Nah,
this man done pulled a man down sound bite. That's what I like, Jay. You pulled a man down sound bite, man. We made it, baby. Come on, I'm waiting.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we wanted the Knicks matchup. Of course, that's the easier team, I guess.
Paul Reed said it, I ain't said it, but the reality is we know the reality. The New York Knicks are way easier to beat than the Boston Celtics. In fact, I got the Philadelphia 76ers beating the New York Knicks because who gonna stop Joel? And like Joel took over every play down the stretch versus the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat, in which we know probably will beat the Knicks too. But that's neither here nor there. Philadelphia 76ers will now take on the New York Knicks. And I got Philly for sure. Nobody stopping Joel.
I thought you said he was an expert.
He an expert at
basketball. but talking probably not.
Nah, hey, listen. So listening to that clip, like I actually had to watch the video. Dude, you ought to seen the little faces he was making. Like, yeah, I'm about to eat y'all with this one.
He be making dumb faces when he be talking.
Yeah, something wrong with that boy.
He might be on the spectrum slightly. He might be on the spectrum.
Nah, for real. Like something ain't right. Something ain't right.
Is there any truth to what he said about the Knicks not standing a chance against the Sixers?
If Joel Embiid was 100%, I would agree with him. I don't know the status of that knee. And I don't know how it's going to be over a 7-game series. I bet you Joel Embiid is going to have to sit at least one game out.
Facts.
Just to take it easy. He's 7 foot. He's always, been on a little heavy side for his size, and his legs and his knees and feet take a beating with how he played a basketball game, man. So, if I'm New York, I'm doing everything to keep this man running the floor on defense. I really take it to Joel Embiid, and I think that's how the Knicks play anyway, man. They play a rough style of basketball, and I think Jalen Brunson got an opportunity to do something Iverson like and make a run. If he get out of the first round and if he beat Philly, I'm taking him to go to the conference finals where he'll lose to Boston at that time. But he gonna have an Iverson like run. He gonna have at least. Here's my bookem, Jay. Brunson will have a 50-point game in this series, and Embiid will miss one game.
And what's crazy is neither of those I feel like are hot takes.
It's not crazy. Brunson. I don't know if of course, Brunson is looking like Trae Young did when he went on that improbable run. And ironically
to the ECF,
like it was improbable. Nobody picked him to do it. And ironically enough, he played Philly in the second round. But like I'm gonna pick. I think Draymond, aside from not being able to fully articulate his point, I think he was wrong. Because the way that Brunson has carried this team, I mean, hands down, he's the option 1A and probably 1B2. And the minutes that Tibbs has been playing him, like for him to be able to sustain this for as long as man. And I'm not a Knicks fan, but I gotta give credit where credit to Brunson has been hooping. That team has been banged up around them, pause. But I think that this is going to be the series we really see. It's going to be more of a Maxey. What can Maxey do to try to cancel out what Brunson does? Because I think Embiid, they're going to run up and down. The rotation shortens in the playoffs. So whoever they were playing off the bench, one of those dudes is not going to get no burn. And Embiid is going to be tested after just coming back a week and a half. You know what I'm saying? So
let me ask y'all a question real quick. What do you trust more, Joel Embiid's knee?
We're still trying to get through that first question.
Hold on.
Hold on. Let us spin. Hold on. So,
man, my memory span is short. If I don't say this now, I'm gonna forget it.
Man, but you about to send us to another.
Who answered? No, I'm picking it.
Detouring us.
Go.
Hurry up, Chris. Oh, shit.
Hold on, Zoe. I just want to add this to Zoe's point, and then we'll take your detour, Chris.
But I already forgot the question. Continue.
You said something about his knee. I remember. But look, Zoe. To your Brunson part. Jalen Brunson is doing for the Knicks what the media want us to believe that Luka is doing for the Mavs. Jalen Brunson should really be in the MVP race, not Luka.
Ooh,
100%.
That's a fair take.
Because everybody keep telling us, the reason why Luka's in the 5th seed is because he lost Kyrie for 20 games.
No, they played better then.
Exactly, but not mentioning that Brunson is in the number 2 seed and he lost Randall for more than 20 games.
And he does not have a second option anywhere close to what Kyrie Irving is.
At all. But go ahead, Chris. What do we think something about Embiid's knee?
Come on. I'll take your ADD medication before you get on here, man. Now
I was gonna say, what do y'all trust more, Joel Embiid's knee or Tibbs' ability to use a bench?
I'm gonna trust Tibbs' ability to use the bench.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, did y'all see Embiid play the other few nights ago?
Nah, I didn't see it, but I know
his fourth quarter was decent. His fourth quarter was good.
His fourth quarter was decent. But, hey, he ain't the same Embiid. He ain't the same Joel Embiid.
And he wearing Skechers now on the basketball.
He's playing like he's hurt. He's playing like he's hurt.
I thought he had a shoe deal. I thought he was with like Puma or Adidas or something.
He's with Skechers.
Hey, I'm taking the Knicks, and I'm taking them based on what I seen the other night from Joel Embiid.
You don't trust him?
I don't trust him. And I mean, he looks hurt.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Here we go.
I'm gonna take the Knicks.
Here's the thing.
And it's real simple. If what Melvin said is true, that Brunson is gonna take the Knicks on the Allen Iverson run, I won't stop them at the Eastern Conference Finals. I'll put them all the way in the finals.
Ain't no way he getting past Boston. Ain't no somebody gonna have to take care of Boston before the conference.
And that right there will be my Booker pick.
Miami.
It's coming real quick.
It might happen fast.
Miami in 5.
which means they bring in Brunson and the Knicks all the way to the finals to be the sacrificial lamb for somebody in the West. Like I said before, they love to do that. They love to bring somebody on that they know can't win.
Hey, talk about if it's Brunson them, then
it's gonna be the Mavs.
It's gonna be Luka. That's the only way Luka could win in the finals.
It ain't gonna be Luka. They're gonna let King get his 6. They're gonna let the King get number 6.
Nah. First off, it would be number 3. It'd be number 3.
It'll be 4.
First off, it'd be number 3. But second of all, we all know that these leagues love storylines and love money grabs, right? This might be a little far, man. But Robin, who you said wasn't good enough, met you in the finals.
That's what I thought about. As soon as you said Mavs, I'm thinking, okay, this guy who was basically your sidekick, you didn't use him properly. You finally starting to use Kyrie ain't nobody's sidekick in my mind, but as far as what people are perceiving, and now you meet him as he's leading his team as a number 1 option to the 2nd seed and now to the finals. That's a great matchup. That's a great matchup. That would be story. That's TV right there.
That's TV. And the Knicks will have home court advantage in that game, in that series too.
And hey, but once the Lakers knock them off,
he play like he in hospital shoes. What?
No, here's the thing. He is actually in hospital shoes.
Yeah. Brunson is don't do Brunson like that. Brunson ain't Halliburton now.
Even, man.
Halliburton saw.
Hey, let's tell the truth though. Brunson has been playing out of his mind. All season long.
All season. Halliburton had a great first half. Halliburton had a great first half. He won the in-season tournament. And when they started guarding him like a true number 1, his production went down. He still has to learn. He's young though. So I'm not saying that he chopped liver. But Brunson has been on an otherworldly run. He has been carrying that team on his back.
Yeah. He's a true number 1. Halliburton is showing he's not a true number 1.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet.
Is everybody sold on the Knicks taking care of the Sixers?
No, not me. It's all dependent on Joel's knee, man. Because what Draymond Green is said is right. If Joel is healthy or close to healthy, there's nobody that can guard him on the Knicks. Nobody.
That's true too.
Right. So it's just depending on his knee, man. I like the Sixers if Joel Embiid can stay on his feet. I know he gonna miss 1 game, but okay, that's fine. But so I want to take the Sixers, but I might change that just watching the game 1 to see how Joel is able to be hobbled or not.
Yeah,
I think Big Chief got to play a big role too. I can't even. Buddy.
Oh, Buddy! I forgot they got Buddy Hield.
I think he
got some crazy veneers, dog.
I think he got
big teeth. But then I thought he would have got him smaller, but he got some, the veneers, and they look.
He increased them. That man made my monster grow paws.
That junk a mouth pregnant.
Boy got the extra large.
Earl Spencers.
They didn't have those in the medium.
Nah, but if he if he could be if he can be serviceable, they may steal a game or two, whether Embiid plays well that game or not.
Very valid point. Very valid point.
But Mel is right. If Embiid holds up for the whole season and he is the Embiid that we know that he can be, to trust the process and all that, like,
he's gonna be a problem. He's
better than the Knicks because the Knicks don't have anybody that can guard him
or to even make him work on defense.
Right.
Unless somebody make him talk a lot or something. That's the only way.
Wow.
What's the next matchup, man?
All right, next one, man. I'm actually kind of intrigued to see this one. Is it Cavs Pacers? Or is it Cavs Magic?
It's Cavs Magic.
It's Cavs Magic.
It's Cavs Magic.
Yeah.
It's Cavs
No, I don't know how I messed that one up.
So Cavs versus Magic. I'm really intrigued to see that one. Paolo Banchero, man. I think he's just gonna be. This is like we said about Anthony Edwards. This might be. I think the Cavs is like a perfect team for him to have a breakout performance against. What's up, Jay?
You don't believe it?
Not how the league works. Listen, I'm a Paolo guy. Not how the league work. First, before they put the rocket to your back, pause. They gotta humble you. So they'll probably lose in 6. But
to this Cavs team, though,
the Cavs team who having rumors right now of Donovan Mitchell not even wanting to be there.
Yeah, that don't matter, man. What don't kill you brings you closer together. Again, the thing is, if Boston go out there and choke, right, they need compelling storylines, and Boston is going to choke because that's what they do in the playoffs. Until they don't. When they don't, I'll stand corrected. But
you don't trust them right now.
Yeah, they need Cleveland. They need Cleveland to. What's this? The 3-6?
I think this is the 4-5.
So if this is the 4-5, yeah, Cleveland to win just to play. Dang, we were just talking about them. The Knicks.
Yeah.
Cleveland to win to play the Knicks and get a Knicks an easy series.
Yeah,
like you can see them building the road for the Knicks.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's
I
fair.
see that.
I would like to see Paolo P5, get some love in this series because
he'll play good. But name 2 other players on the Magic real quick. Go.
I mean, I know him because that's my I'm in the Southeast Division with the Hawks, so I know him, but most people don't.
Yeah, it's both of the Wagner brothers who both get good tick. That you got Greg Anthony's son down there. That's Cole Anthony's balling. You got Banchero. You got Jalen Suggs. Jonathan Isaac, who just came back from the injury, who plays really good defense.
Wendell Carter still there.
Wendell Carter is still there. Markelle Fultz is still there. Listen, Gary Harris from Denver years ago is still there. They have a very deep team, and they play good defense.
But you're not gonna play. You're not gonna play the bench gets smaller in the playoffs.
Yeah, they'll probably go down to eight people.
Now,
you know what, man?
But let me go ahead.
What? Just man, this is a hard one to pick, bro.
It's tough
because my heart really want to go with Donovan Mitchell because I feel like he's a superstar player. He just never got his spot yet. But the Magic's defense, bro, and you know me, defense wins championships. I don't know if y'all watched the Super Bowl earlier this year, but
Jesus,
I just wanted to put that out there. But that's a hard series, man. But I think I'm gonna go with the Magic in 6, bro.
Okay.
I think they bench is deeper, and I think they play good defense. And I think the only person they really need to be really worried about is Donovan Mitchell, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. I got Magic in 6, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's less than that. I just don't trust, like you said, the depth issues. I really think the Magic is a better set team and then of course Donovan Mitchell with his injury issues. So if he ends up going down in the series, then you're solely relying on Darius Garland which I don't think he's at the point where he can lead a team in a 7-game series. You know what I'm saying? So I got Magic in 6, but I would not be surprised if it's less than that.
Right.
Yeah, give me Magic, but I think it's going 7. I think it's gonna take a little while for the young guys, especially Ben Cherry. This is their first playoff.
Yeah,
it's gonna take them a little while to adjust to how they call in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you can tell people it's gonna be different, but it takes a while. I seen the Warriors looking for fouls against the Kings, and they was like, "No, we're not calling it." Did y'all see how they was calling that game?
Yeah.
Like they wasn't letting nobody come. Like any drive to the rim, they wasn't calling fouls on none of the contact on the shot or the drive.
Yep. Whether you
Right.
made it or missed it, they
Yeah,
wasn't calling
both
nothing.
on both sides, right? But they would call a shooting foul. If you foul a shooter, they'll call it. But
Mhm.
driving to the hole, they made it a point in that game that we're not calling anything. You got to win this on your own. And if they go be calling it like that across the board, the Magic players, it might take them a while to figure this out. So the Cavs will get games, and by the time the Magic figure it out, then the better team will win. I think it's gonna go 7 though.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Man, y'all made.
It's a tough one, man. This is a tough one.
This is probably one of the toughest ones. Because when you think of experience and talent wise, it's easy to say Cavs. You know, they got guys who played in playoff games and big time games with Donovan Mitchell. You got experienced defenders in what's my dude, Afro Thunder?
Jared Allen.
Evan Mobley. Is Garland back yet? Is Garland playing?
I don't know.
I haven't heard anything.
I don't know if Darius Garland is playing.
I haven't heard of him being out.
Yeah,
me neither.
Me neither. So if he's playing, I would look to think that, but they don't really have. They got defenders, but not really wing defenders. And P5 is a tough matchup, dude. He is a tough matchup. You know, even for guys like Mobley. Mobley began getting embarrassed a couple of times these last couple of weeks anyway.
Somebody dropped him off recently.
PG dropped him off, and then somebody dunked on him, and I can't remember who that was, but but I think that this will be a great learning experience. But I think with guys on the bench, and even though we don't consider him a true veteran, Markelle Fultz is a veteran in this league. Now Gary Harris is a real veteran. You know what I'm saying? Those guys are the state. And if anybody can tell you how to keep a cool head after everything falls apart, it's probably Markelle Fultz.
Yeah.
I ain't even meant that to be funny because that dude was supposed to be that dude until they messed up his shot and everything. And then you can tell that stuff messed with him mentally, but he was able to stay in the league. I'm going to go 7, game 7, and I'm going to go Magic.
Hey, do any of y'all got Ben Chera on your first, second, or third all-team NBA?
I got him second team.
He need to be. If he's not on
you
probably need to be.
Yeah,
I would be slightly insulted if he failed a third team, but I would be appreciative because he still made it. But if he doesn't get a nod at all,
that's crazy. Yeah, that's
Okay, let's get the last couple teams, man, so we can go on the phone.
Hold on, Jay didn't.
Go ahead, Jay. My bad. Go ahead, Jay.
I didn't say what.
Who you got? Magic or Cavs? I mean, Magic or Cavs?
He picked Cavs.
I think Cavs in 6.
Oh, okay.
Cavs in 6. Okay.
All right. Glenn the consultant versus the up and coming Indiana Pacers, man.
Giannis still out, right?
Yeah.
Giannis is for sure going to miss game 1.
He probably missed more than that. He'll probably come back game 3 after they lost the first 2.
I'm gonna still go with the Bucks, man.
Yeah, give me Bucks.
Go with the Bucks, bro.
Yeah, give me
I
Bucks.
take Bucks. I take
go
Bucks in 7.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks in 7.
Me too. I'm gonna go Bucks in 7 because I think Giannis gonna come back after they lose the first couple games.
And if Giannis was in there, it'd be Bucks in 4.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go against the grain, man. I'm gonna go Indiana in 6.
And it's only because I don't believe in Indiana. I believe in Indiana less than I believe in Glenn the consultant. That's the only reason why.
That's
damn.
And
we ain't saying Halliburton since the All-Star break.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's got to be that guy. I see who's that. Oh, our girl Gardenia said Siakam for his breakout performance. I I think he would need to have one, especially with Giannis out. He has the potential to have one.
Yeah.
He would.
Dame
He's got to.
huh?
Damon's playing.
Okay. They
But
gotta check.
Siakam has to take advantage of the fact that for at least one game, Giannis is not going to be there because that's probably the matchup. It's going to be Siakam versus Giannis, right? So Siakam has got to take advantage of that. If he can in this first game, if he can build that confidence and have an amazing game, like 25, 10 and 5 or something like that, or you know what I'm saying, and then have that confidence going into whenever Giannis does come back, if he comes back in game 2, then he's already like, all right, especially if the Pacers they steal a win in the first game off the back of Siakam's performance. No diddy. Then he needs to take that confidence and roll it and be like, all right, bet. Now let's test that against Giannis. And I think Giannis is going to be, if he comes back, there's no such thing as 100% coming back immediately from an injury, especially when you got to go crazy in the playoffs, right? So Siakam has to take that confidence from a good performance in game 1. And whenever he sees Giannis, he has to understand that, hey, I got to go at this guy because he's not 100%.
Yeah, you got to.
You got to go at him. So Siakam, that is a very good point, Gardenia, that this could be and should be Siakam's coming out party. Yeah.
All right, so who y'all got next? Boston and it looked like Miami, right?
Yeah.
Boston, Miami.
I got Boston in 5.
I got Boston. Give me ball, but it's like
so hard to bet against Miami, bro.
It is Miami do that. It won't be 5 though. They too good of a coach team and got too much pride to go out in 5.
So you say Boston is 6?
Boston is 6, yeah.
Okay.
I got you got them in 5. I'm gonna take Boston in 5. No Jimmy. 7 if Jimmy comes back.
Somebody said Miami in 5. Wow.
I'm gonna say Miami in 7.
I'll take Miami in 6.
Okay.
Well, we got a little bit of time left. We try to get to maybe like 2:10, 2:15. So we'll open up the phone lines. Y'all come in and tell us what y'all got, what y'all think about these playoff matchups and who y'all got making it to round 2.
60 seconds max.
Which number we putting on now?
It don't matter.
I guess.
Go ahead. 60-second max for the caller.
Yeah, so go ahead and go ahead.
Diabolical boy.
I was just about to say
diabolical, man.
What I do, yo?
I was about
diabolical, man.
I know, but it's funny because I was like, "Hey, is Mel ready?" And it doesn't matter if he's ready.
But yeah, man, phone lines is open, man. Give us a call. Tell us what y'all think, East or West. The matchups you're looking forward to see. But do please keep it quick so that we can get as many people in as possible.
Yeah, listen, I think that the only reason I'm really skeptical about Boston is because they're going against Spo. That's another reason. Even without
you can't bet against Spo, bro.
They're going against Spo, man. Spo, listen, he's going to have these boys ready. He's already got a game plan right now. They just won 15 minutes ago. He's got a game plan against Boston, and we've seen Boston
fold,
man.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. All right, call on the line from Illinois, man. Go ahead.
Let's do it.
What's going on? This is Greg Anderson. What's going on, fellas?
What up, G-Reg? What up?
What up?
What up? All right, so look. This is going to be the year that Boston exercise them demons. They going to put spanking on Miami.
Oh, they are?
It's going to be a gentleman's sweep. I got Indiana over the Bucks because that loss, we saw with Giannis missing a couple of games last year, how it impacted the team. So I think they out of there. The pace and space is going to be too much, and Halliburton ain't got to be itself. It's just that I just don't think that they have. But I just don't think that the Bucks have enough. Now, the team that I don't believe in the East is Cleveland. I'm trying to tell you. By game 6, you're going to see your boy Donovan Mitchell rip off that Cavs jersey like LeBron and head to Miami next year. Mark my word.
All right, man.
Okay.
Thanks for the call. Oh, go ahead. You got about 30 seconds.
Okay. All right. Let me get to the West right quick. The most intriguing series is that 4-5 series where you got the Mavs and you got the Clippers. I got the Clippers. If Kawhi's healthy, I got the Clippers in 6. Denver gonna beat the Lakers, man. Like, man, it's like, man, hey, y'all, get off the narrative, man. Y'all watching too much Mind of the Game. Y'all watching way too much Mind of the Game. Dude ain't that smart. He ain't that smart. He don't get back on defense, and they playing in the high altitude.
Hey, bro,
Yep.
LeBron been switching plays since he was 7 years old, bro.
Oh man, he's flipping plays. Look, I hope that Mike Malone trolls him at the end of the series and be like, you know, we didn't know what to do, but we just watched Mind of the Game, and he told us how to stop. I hope he did. But the most intriguing series in the West is that 3-6 matchup with Phoenix and Minnesota. I still can't figure that one out because it's like, who gonna stop if Karl Anthony Towns decides to play, and you know, they have a decisively size advantage, but man, they ain't got nobody for KD. So that's a pick 'em right there. But I hang up. I want to hear y'all talk.
All right, thanks.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
So Phoenix got an option to go small and have and play KD at the 5 and force Karl Anthony Towns to guard him. And if they do that, then they got to take Rudy Gobert out of the game, because if KD they go small, Gobert not gonna be able to guard nobody on Phoenix. So they gonna have to take him out, and Karl Anthony Towns is gonna have to guard KD. So remember, keep that in mind. That's an option for Phoenix.
They might have to do.
Hey, did we miss a pick? Did we miss OKC?
Yeah, but
because
they playing right now.
Because we don't know who their true matchup gonna be. We said the Kings. I think everybody pick the Kings?
Yeah. Oh. Well, Jay picked the Pelicans. He's the only one.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Pelicans winning right now in the first quarter. Oh no, my bad. I just hit refresh. Kings up top by 5.
and I got OKC coming out the first round, regardless of who they play. So,
oh wow,
not the Kings. Watch out.
I don't know, man. I think if they play the Kings, it'll definitely be a 7-game series. But I mean, I'll take Shea over De'Aaron right now.
As long as the Kings don't run their offense solely through Sabonis, they'll be dangerous.
And I think Chet is a very good counter. I think Chet is a very good counter for Sabonis. So it'd be Shea versus De'Aaron and Chet versus Sabonis. And I like that OKC pairing better than, because Sabonis can't shoot nothing if it's not right underneath the rim. But Chet can.
All I'm saying is if Sacramento play like they did the other day, look out.
Yeah. They capable. Well, I mean, gosh.
But also they was playing against a bunch of World War II veterans too. So
I call them boys World War II veterans.
Wow.
See, that's crazy.
Phone lines are still open.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I want to. My heart is saying easily, OKC in that matchup easily. But the way the the way the Kings can play is, and I think a big factor in that will be whether or not Malik Monk plays. Because
Kevin Huerter.
Malik Monk, I like that. Okay.
Yeah. If he comes back, he's instant offense off the bench, and you know they gonna have to guard for that. But the good thing is they got a lot of perimeter. They got a lot of guards that can play defense. And okay, so that dude Jalen Williams, man.
Which one, J-Dub or J Will?
Which one is the little one?
I think that one was J Will.
Okay. Bucky Barnes, a World War II veteran. Bucky Barnes out there.
hey, we ain't getting no more calls.
Look like there ain't no more calls coming in.
Y'all got a minute and 15 seconds, and then we gonna call it.
Call it today.
We're gonna call it a minute and 15 seconds left, man. But I think the playoffs is at least this first round for sure is definitely gonna be entertaining. A lot of matchups fell into a way where it's like you're seeing some odd pairings, like Minnesota Phoenix or Cavs Magic, and so it's gonna be definitely interesting. Real quick though, you guys think that there's a sweep somewhere in this first round?
If there is one, it'll be Boston over Miami.
Nah, that ain't never gonna be no sweep. Nah,
Miami gonna get at least one.
Listen, I pick Miami to win, but if there's a sweep, it'll go that way.
If it's gonna be a sweep, and I hate to say this, it'll probably be the Lakers in Denver.
Nah, I don't see no sweeps.
Denver could possibly sweep the Lakers again.
I know that hurt your chest to say.
It did. It really did.
Yeah.
And I really didn't want to say it.
I don't think they're gonna do it. I don't think they're gonna.
Nah, honestly, man, I really don't see a sweep in this first round.
No, I don't either.
I don't think it is either.
NBA won't allow it, man. They stacked this up really good, man. It'll be a waste.
did.
It'll be waste. Yeah, they did a real good job.
It was on their game on this one.
Yeah.
But all right, man. So no more
calls. All right.
No
let's
more
get
calls,
one.
man.
We'll take one. Let it be a first time caller. Somebody never called in before, man. Where's who's this? Kudus Yusuf or Gardenia Blossoms? One of y'all call in for the first time.
Yeah. So let your voice be on the net.
Gardenia ain't calling in. She at work right now. She supposed to be braiding somebody here.
Didn't she call from work last time? I mean, wasn't she on here from work last time?
Somebody was on here from work, and it was like,
somebody else.
He was like, "Man, I'm trying not to get fired. I'm watching all that work." And he was like, "Man, don't get fired over us."
That wasn't her though. I forgot who it was. Yeah, it was somebody.
Yeah.
I'm at work, bro. I ain't supposed to even be talking to y'all.
she said, "Hush, Eric."
She chilling.
Next time, all right, we're gonna hold you to it. We're gonna hold you to that. Hey, one thing about the internet, man, it holds receipts. So we're gonna hold you to that for next week.
Hey, everybody hit the like button. If you haven't already done it, hit the like button. And that one last phone call, Ohio.
All right.
Yeah. All right, man. You the last caller from Ohio. What's up?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it quick. I want to double back a little bit on the Kyrie thing.
Okay.
Do you think are they making Kyrie this generation's Isaiah Thomas? Making it, huh? I mean, like with Isaiah, it wasn't so much of his game, but it's like they said it was like a summer camp or wherever and they didn't feel that he fit in the situation because, because I'm looking at that. So what's your opinion? I didn't catch y'all earlier, and I'm just catching up. What's your opinion on Kyrie? Why they didn't pick him?
Who want to take that one? I mean,
I'll go.
Go ahead.
I think it is fair to say that there are narratives that were been going around about Kyrie that probably definitely played a part in the decision, but they can't come out and say that's not why they didn't select him for Team USA. I think the way Kyrie responded in his response when asked about it, he was very, it was very masterful in how he replied. I just don't think I fit well or mesh well with their team or the idea that they had for the team, But the way he's been ostracized, in the media over the last few years for things not pertaining to the game of basketball, none of his personal choices should have anything to do with any of the accolades or things that he receives in the game. Sure. But I think that the media has too much of a stronghold over what does happen in the game, and so that is a tax, and it's an unsaid tax as to why he probably didn't get the call.
Well, like with Isaiah, you remember it was a couple guys, they tried to put it on Jordan, but it was a couple guys who, once you've seen when they did the documentary on it, that said they like Pip, and me Malone said. So is it other guys? I mean, because I think he still got the game to make it.
No, it ain't got anything to do with the teammates or the players. It's not his peers. It's just the people who are picking the team. It's a political thing. I
don't even think it's Grant. Grant Hill.
He did. Somebody got in his ear. Yeah, somebody got in his ear and was like, "Yeah, this ain't gonna be a good idea." You know what I'm saying? We going to another country. We're gonna have Israel there. It's gonna be people boycotting or picketing or protesting, and we just don't want that type of that that type of attention on us right now, or that type of heat. That's all it is.
Yeah. Well, like I said, to me, it just reminds me of Isaiah. Of course, Isaiah's was more
personal
in the United States. It wasn't with a board, but it's kind of like same talent. Guys should be on the team. If you just going by his game, but circumstances kept him off. So that's all I want to say, guys. So I check y'all later.
All right, thanks.
I appreciate you, man.
appreciate it.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, like, click, subscribe.
Yeah, please make sure y'all like and subscribe, share, comment, all of that, man. We love it, we appreciate it, and it helps us out greatly. But that's gonna be it, man. We appreciate y'all for kicking it with us, man. Until the next time, we'll see y'all next week, man. Same place, same time, different topics, man. Man Down Sports, we out.
Peace.
Man.